off and running in Las Vegas. Trey Tucker to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Hey, Mosey.
Throwing right away here, Howell. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun give here to Genty. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they could be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Rolling on 3rd, Howell. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. At the shotgun, Howell. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. Still fighting forward. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's a pickup of 9. And that gives the 49ers the first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A give left side to McCaffrey. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Going run again with McCaffrey. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Kittle makes the catch. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
A gain of 14. First down, San Francisco.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. That's Cox again. It's Kittle. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They gain 11 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Purdy on first down. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook was wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. To throw again, it's Purdy. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Motioning the tight end now. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
McCaffrey has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
When you get stuff like that on a second down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a first down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
Two yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's third and goal. Robinson sent in motion left. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. Robinson sent in motion left. Third and goal, Purdy. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. On is Cade York for the PAT.
Cade York for the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Cade York to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Tucker now on the return. And he takes the return out of bounds.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. Rush coming for Howell. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
18, Cotton, Mustang 19. 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Howell again on 2nd and 10. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas first down. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Nick Martin making that play.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
This is Genty on 2nd. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. And is Alfred Collins cleaning up that play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Genty has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 18 card.
Here's a give to Martinez. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders take a 2nd quarter lead. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
49ers 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun is Purdy. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. His foray up the middle, and that's about 3. And that's my guy, Tonka Hemingway, there for the stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Tight end in motion left. They'll air it out on 3rd. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
And that one made a bid for the opposing side, but they're saying it went out right at the midfield stripe.
The 50-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Let's go. 19, behind it. 70 line. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Hand off to Genty. Fights his way through a tackle. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Another give here to Jency. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get you a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. The Raiders with the lead at home here at Allegiant. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Powell from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Here's Jency. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders double their lead to 14.
49ers 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Purdy. On the move, headed right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Putting a receiver in motion. 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. He's going deep this time. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. And send a receiver left. 1st down throw by Purdy. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Complete left side to Robinson. And he's going to work it to the 20. Remain Pratt with the play defensively. Again, it's Brock Purdy. Forced out to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
First down, Howell. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll throw it. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. That one's stopped by Upton Stout. Now ahead of third down. We get a pause here. They're going to call a timeout. Back to throw it. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up.
Get set, get set.
Purdy setting up that play action. Goes right downfield to Olave. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him in the field goal range. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball.
Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. York now for the extra point.
York for the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
49ers 14. York.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Tucker now on the return. He'll have a long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is second and inches. shotgun. Howell. Pass by Besh, left side. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a Vegas first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10 from the 43. Howell. Completed to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. To throw again, it's Howell. This is Cox, that's Bowers working downfield. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go. 19.
Giving this to Genty. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Now throwing on 3rd down. Has his man, it stops. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it, that's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
79 Broncos.
Genty has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Here's a design run. And he hauls it across for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take a 13-point lead. It's a Sam Howell touchdown. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders double their lead to 14.
Raiders 28, 49ers 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They'll try it right with McCaffrey. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's 16 yards on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Get set.
They stick with McCaffrey. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They get 23 on that one. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Throw is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Outside. Watch out. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers now within 1 score in the 4th. George Kittle, the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the 49ers cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
49ers 21. York to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Tucker now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Powell from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Running from the pistol here with Jensen. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. And that brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. And bring the tight end left. Third and short. Here's Purdy. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And they get this down to the 28. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. Complete left side to Robinson. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
To throw again, it's Purdy. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up third and less than a yard.
McCaffrey on third down. And he gets in. Touchdown. The 49ers now trail by just a point in the fourth. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers tie us up 28-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Trap ball 80. Check.
Back to throw. Here's Howell. He's going to push one deep down the right. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Genty from the gun. Breaks the tackle. No gain on the play, even after he broke the tackle. Just able to get back to the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders want to end it in regulation if they can.
Ready, set.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Let's go now. Half the 60. Half the 60.
Looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. at their own 20-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Get set, get set.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. And that one doesn't give him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Get set, get set. What's up? Kill, turn up.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And 4th and 4 coming up. On comes Cade York. A lot riding on this kick. That one is good. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Set. 70 tip, Buffalo 18.
Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the 49ers make the play that should win them this game. Worked through his progression. Nobody available. And by the time he checked it down to the back, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks, too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 7.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Get set, get set.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he will have the first down there for the 49ers. And that should do it, Brock. They can take down this win.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. That's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be second down. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign.